Good afternoon, my friends and the YTPC. I hope everyone is well on this lovely Saturday afternoon. My friends, I want to chat a little bit today, but first, housekeeping. I'm smoking Worsley number 55 English mixer, my favorite, the tequila. I'm smoking it out of this beautiful nine pipe. And what I have to drink this afternoon is cool drink. Some people call it pop, some call it soft drink, some call it soda. Here in South Africa we call pops or soda, we call that cool drink. A glass of ginger ale or ginger beer. No alcohol, just normal cool drink. My friends, my video I made before this one, where I showed you my grandson, is full of energy. My wife and me is this week at my parents' place. They is on holiday, so we must look after the dogs and feed the dogs and so on. So this week we're at my parents' place. And I want to talk about memories on this Saturday morning. Friends, in this house I grew up in, in this house I found my dad laying inside the house in a pile of blood with his lungs in the bathroom. His lungs burst. The reason for that was during the Angola Bush War in 1988, a phosphoric bomb exploded in his face. This whole part was blown away, and they uh, the car oil on him just to stop the burning reaction of the phosphor. This bomb had phosphor as well as shrapnel in it. The shrapnel went in his mouth and came out of the back of his head. So they put him in the hospital, in the mortuary and said he has passed away. And later on, they saw his toes wiggle. So they took him up to the surgery room and they spent a 24-hour operation on him just to stop the bleeding. And they flew him from Angola to South Africa again. And on the aeroplane, he died. He said it looks like when he looks to a sharp light. But this light is pulling him with one tremendous speed towards the light. And he saw three beings in the light, but because of the light, of the sharp light. He couldn't make details out of the beings. He always said they were angels. And he said he don't wanna die now. His children is still young. And he fell back in his body. And he heard the soft voice saying, "No one will pull you out of my hand." From 10 verse 28. No one will pull you out of my hand. And he heard millions of voices sang the song Psalm 23. He couldn't hear at that time because both his eardrums were burst because of the impact of the bomb. The bomb exploded 60 centimeters in front of his face. So both his eardrums were burst. So he heard the song not with his physical ears. And he relaxed and he fell asleep. And when he came at the hospital, he asked, he heard the one nurse ask the doctor, "Doctor, who will this man make you?" And the doctor responded, "No, sister, but we do what we can do." The, the shrapnel went through his brain. Now, according to doctors and so on, it is medically impossible for a brain to hair grow or to grow back and so on. My dad's brain hair grew. He grew back, which were impossible. So that is a miracle by itself. He recovered 100% and so on. After the war, he went to university to study medical. And my dad passed away 2011. Um, that's when I found him in the house with a pile of blood. The phosphor went through his whole body, and the phosphor ate the veins from the inside. So his veins became all became all thinner and thinner until something burst. First, his aorta burst off, so they replaced that with a plastic aorta, and then he had veins bursting in the brains, and then the last, his lungs burst. The doctor said all these veins in his body were too thin. Any vein can burst at any time because of the phosphorus. Because of the phosphor exploded in his face in 1988, cost his life later on again in 2011. I'm glad for the time we had together, and I'm glad the Lord gave him some extra time for us to spend together. To make memories, to remember the laughter, the happy days, good memories. After he recovered from the bomb explosion, and the few years he got after the war. When I look at, when I walk through the garden and and so on. It brings back a lot of memories of what me and my dad talked about. The conversations in the living room. The living room I was in my previous video showing my grandson. Me and my dad spent hours and hours in that living room together. Talking about scripture, talking about Bible, all sorts of things until 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock a.m. in the morning. Sometimes we would talk the whole night through. Enjoy a cup of coffee and a pipe. My dad lost his pipe. He's the one that taught me how to smoke a pipe. So, yes, we have sad memories. Yes, we have bad memories. True. But let's make good memories. Memories to treasure. Memories to remember. Remember the smiles. Remember the laughter. Every smell or taste can remind you of a memory. Life is short. Treasure moments and make memories. Looks like my grandson is getting angry there. So he just want to talk. Such a energy, full of energy. Okay, my friends, that was the video. Make memories, treasure memories, spend time with one another. So with that, my friends, I greet you all. May you all have a lovely day. May you have a blessed weekend. Oh, before I go, so my dad remarried again. Um, after my dad passed away, my master remarried again, and he's good to her. I I got a new stepdad, or I got a stepdad. Let's say my first stepdad. My dad passed away 2000. Yes, my dad passed away 2011, and my dad and my mother remarried 2 years ago. My mother remarried, so I have now a stepdad. It's good to us. It's good to my master. Very good guy. Very good guy. So my friends, make good memories. Treasure good times. Let's get it again. This is my friends. Take care. May you all have a lovely Saturday. May you all have a blessed weekend. This is my friends.